Starring Anna Maria Alberghetti, William Bendix, Spring Byington, Rosemary Clooney, Bing Crosby, Jimmy Durante, Bob Hope, Peggy King, Peter Lawford, Groucho Marx, Ethel Merman, Donald O'Connor, Byron Palmer, Jane Russell, and Danny Thomas.
Hello, this is Bob. See you at the Polls Hope. What a terrific show you've got coming up. Probably the greatest collection of musical numbers ever put together in a half hour. Crosby, Merman, Clooney, and a host of other great stars. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The old maestro himself in his wedding suit. Now, I'm wearing this because I'm working on another stage here at the Paramount Foundry, and I came over to do my little bit in this program. What's this program all about? Well, simply this. It's a gathering of Hollywood folks getting together to remind you that the most priceless heritage you have as an American is your right to vote. Regardless of your choice in the coming election, be sure to vote. It's the only positive way to keep our wonderful country forever free. And don't forget, unless you register, you can't vote. In many states, there's still time to register, so do so without fail. And now to start our exciting musical show, here's my old pal Bing. See you on the road to the polls, Crosby.
If I am fancy-free and I love to wander, it's just a gypsy in my soul. There's something calling me from away out yonder. It's just a gypsy in my soul. I've got to give vent to my emotions. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just a gypsy in my soul. No cares, no strings. My heart's on wings. If I am fancy-free and I love to wander, it's just a gypsy in my soul. No other life of which I'm fonder. It's just a gypsy in my soul. No cares, no strings. My heart has wings. It's just a gypsy in my soul.
Now, lovely, delightful Rosemary Clooney.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain and deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I'm with you rain or shine.
And now, the one, the only Groucho Marx, and his constant quiz companion, George Fenneman.
Now, Groucho, we're going to reverse the usual procedure and put you in the position of answering questions.
You may fire when ready, George.
All right. Groucho, here's your first question. What's the one place in the whole world where all men are truly equal?
That's easy. It's the voting booth.
Right. Now, Groucho, question number 2. How do Americans stack up against the rest of the free world when it comes to voting?
Bad, very bad. In many of the free countries, practically everybody who has a vote uses it. In our country, only about half the people eligible to vote come out regularly.
How true. And now, Groucho, what recommendation do you have for Americans to overcome this terrible voting record?
Well, there's only one answer to that. Everybody out there, everybody, no matter who you are, get out and vote on November 6th. See you at the polls.
Well, thank you, Groucho. And now, let's get on with the show. And it's Bob Hope singing his Academy Award-winning song, Buttons and Bows, to none other than the lovely Jane Russell.
A western ranch is just a branch of Nowhere Junction to me. Give me the city where living's pretty and the gals wear finery. East is east and west is west and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where you keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me in this prairie, take me where the cement grows. Let's move down to some big town where they love a gal by the cut of her clothes, and you'll stand out in buttons and bows. I love you in buckskin or skirts that you've homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. My bones denounce the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's vamoose where gals keep using those silks and satins and linen that shows, and you're all mine in buttons and bows. Give me eastern trimming where women are women in high silk hose and peekaboo clothes and French perfume that rocks the room, and you're all mine. Bows, buttons and bows, buttons and bows, buttons and bows.
How do you do? I'm Spring Byington. I was just thinking, there's a difference between knowing something and realizing it. For instance, you and I are lucky people. We're living in a democracy where we have a say about what goes on. We know that. But do we realize what that means? It means that we are responsible for maintaining that democracy. You and I are free to think, free to decide what we think is best, and then free to vote for the persons we think best suited to carry out that best. We must keep informed on the candidates and the issues before we can intelligently go to the polls and vote for them. Remember, the whole structure of our freedom is based on our voting.
The following musical selection by the youthful, talented Anna Maria Alberghetti is dedicated to 21-year-olds all over America. You can now do something that you couldn't before. You can vote. So whether you're at work or at school, a housewife or in service, let yourself in for the thrill of a lifetime and cast your first vote. And now, Anna Maria Alberghetti. Let's look in on Danny Thomas and his TV daughter, Sherry Jackson.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Not now, honey. I'm too busy.
Too busy. Politics bore me. I'm not interested. No wonder we Americans have such a poor voting record.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold the phone. What's this all about?
Well, I wanted to ask you if you're going to vote on Election Day.
Of course I'm going to vote on Election Day. Since we're asking questions, do you know why I'm going to vote?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because I think it's the greatest heritage we Americans have. Because it makes me feel proud to have done my part, no matter how little, to help make it a better country and a better world. And since we're on the subject, Terry, I'd like to say something to all the folks who are watching us right now.
What's that, Daddy?
You out there, whoever you are, be you a farmer or a salesman, a ditch digger, an iceman, a soldier, a housewife, or just plain retired, whoever you are, join the millions of Americans on the next general election day and vote for the way you want to live. See you at the polls.
You know something, Daddy?
Uh,
I'm sure proud that you're my father.
Now, as the lights come up, let's listen to exciting Peggy King.
Love can be a moment's madness. Love can be insane. Love can be a life of sadness and pain. Love can be a summer shower. Love can be the sun. Love can be two hearts that flower as one. It can be fine and free, but it's true. It doesn't always happen to you. Love can be a dying ember. Love can be a flame. Love pledged in September, maybe dead in December. You may not even remember it came. Love can be a joy forever or an emptiness. Love is almost never ever the same.
Doesn't that Mrs. Felton never give up? I'm going to spend half an hour of my good time to go to the polls to vote for a bunch of crooked politicians? You think I got holes in my head?
You asked me a question a minute ago, and then you slammed the door before I could answer it.
Huh?
You asked me if I thought you had holes in your head. Well, the answer is yes.
Hey, now listen.
Don't you know that bad politicians are put into office by people like you who don't even bother to vote? You vote good people into office and you get rid of the bad ones automatically. How are you going to get rid of them if loudmouths like you gripe all over the place and never even bother to vote on Election Day?
Listen, I don't have to...
listen. Every time you miss a chance to vote, you slap America right in the face.
That I don't have to take. I'm 100% American, and any guy that says I'm not...
I say you're not. I know your type. You expect somebody else to hand you good government, and then you just sit around and complain when things go wrong. You're the kind of guy who shouts all over the place about his God-given rights. Well, listen, mister, along with those rights go responsibilities, and don't you forget it.
Folks, this is Jimmy Durante, in person, asking you not to forget to vote in this coming election. And now, I want you to hear a Neuven Berlin tune sung by Ethel Merman and Donald O'Connor. See you at the polls.
Ken, what happened to you?
Come on now, snap out of it. Why, you're silly.
But you just said that.
I know, but...
You know, when you say somebody leads the life of Rowdy, it means they've got it pretty good. One part of having it good is having the right to vote for the things and people you want. So make sure you vote in the coming election, November 6th. But remember, you have to register in order to vote. And in the meantime, you ought to study up on the candidates. Make sure you're there on Election Day. See you at the polls, November 6th.
From a rooftop in Paris, movie style, of course, comes the singing voice of Byron Palmer.
Hold me close and hold me fast, the magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, la juré pour la vie. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en
And now we come to our finale, in which Jimmy Durante and Peter Lawford try to teach Anna Maria Alberghetti how to sing.
Anna, you're not singing that song the way it should be sung.
You see, what we mean to say is there's something missing.
Well, what's that?
Heart.
Heart.
Now take Caruso. What made him the singer of the age?
His voice.
That helped, but it was really his heart.
And what about Melchior? What put him over on the stage?
His voice.
Anna, you don't understand your fightness. It's heart that makes them all. It's the difference between the big and the small. Heart.
What a beautiful note.
Why, if they hadn't cut off my curls when I was a kid, I'd have been another Lily Pons. You'll notice that note is charm, culture, resonance,
And most of all, it has heart.
That's why we say it doesn't have to be weary or smart, just as long as it comes from the heart. Tell us.
It doesn't have to be classic or art.
As long as it comes from the heart. You know, last year a lot of kids from school wanted me to sing at their graduation exercises. I did, but I made a horrible mistake. I didn't sing from the heart. I sang from the nose.
Well, how did it sound?
I don't know. The note hasn't come out yet. Just make up your mind from the start that the song has got to come from the heart.
Now, to illustrate our point further, will you continue, Mr. Durante?
Gladly. Parle-moi d'amour, E-T-J-T-J-T-E. Parle-moi, parle-moi, parle-moi. Spanish.
No, Jimmy, that's French.
How do you like that? I sing French, too.
Yeah.
Say, Anna, try and follow us in this next number. Oh, Chichornia.
Oh, Chichornia.
Oh, Piskrasnia.
Oh, Chiskuchnia.
Oh, Chiskuchnia.
Oh, Chiskuchnia.
She was
She was
wrong.
right. She was right.
Oh, Piskrasnia.
Ipikrasnia.
Kakabluivas.
Kakabluivas.
Yeah, Kakabluivas.
Is that from the heart?
No, that's from the stomach. You can't restrict me in them things. Kakabluivas.
Kakabluivas. Naduivivas. Ionidubraka.
That's from the heart.
From the heart.
Lasagna with sour cream. Hey! Don't be afraid. You make no break. Why, you can sing as good as sing. That's why I say from the start that the song has got to come from the heart. Go ahead, make us proud. Hit it!
It doesn't have to be weedy or smart, just as long as it comes from the heart.
Go get him, Tiger!
It doesn't have to be classic or smart,
Sing it.
just as long as it comes from the heart.
That's the Tiger.
I'll give them that. I'll give them this. I'll strut away.
Why, you can't miss.
Just put a star on my card, because the song's gotta come from the heart.
Oh, Randy, you were great.
That's it.
Why, we're ready now to make our debut.
We're a trio.
Something nice, our name is lights. Why, we won't stop till we reach the top. We'll order our meals a la carte.
And that's expensive.
If the song comes from the heart.
It will be tremendous.
If the song comes from the heart. We'll holler bravo if the song comes from the heart.
Thank you, Anna Maria, Peter, and Jimmy. Yes, and the American Heritage Foundation thanks you and all the others, the stars, musicians, artists, technicians, guilds, unions, studios, suppliers, and so many others in Hollywood, whose free contributions of time, talent, services, and materials made this important public service program possible. Remember, folks, the security and happiness of your family life, the future of your children, depends a great deal on the way you vote. See you at the polls on Election Day.